Welcome back, my friends, to another little chat. Now, I haven't got the album of the band what I want to talk about, but I've got the next best thing, that is the CD. And we're going back to 1978. And it's another 10cc album, well, CD this is, and it's their Bloody Tourists. Their sixth, I think it was the sixth studio album, because they've released altogether in their history, they made 9 studio albums. So I'm looking at this CD of their album, what I haven't got, Bloody Tourists. Well, track 1 was Dreadlock Holiday. Track 2, For You and I. Track 3, Take These Chains. Track 4, Shock on the Tube. Don't Want Love. Track 5 was Last Night. Track 6 was Autumn Alcohol. I think I've got that wrong. Someone will. Track 7 was Reds in the Beds. Track 8 was Lifeline. Track 9 was Tokyo. Track 10 was Old Mr. Time. Track 11 was From Rochdale to Otario. Track 12 was Everything You Want to Know About. And then on the CD they had put an extra track. What was track 13 was Nothing Can Move Me. So as we go into the album, this is the CD cover and that, but there's no pictures in the. It only tells you the story about 10cc and how they changed and that. So we go to track 1. What is Dreadlock Holiday was written by Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman. And then we go to track 2, what is For You I Love, and that was written by Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman again. Take Those Chains was another Eric Stewart and Graham Goldman song. Track 4, Shock on the Tube, Don't Love, was Eric Stewart, just a song about with him. And Last Night was Graham Goldman with Rick Fern. That was a different one, you know. And then you got Reds in the Beds by Stewart and by Eric Stewart and Stuart Toss. Lifeline was Graham Goldman. Tokyo was just Eric Stewart. Old Man of the Time was David McCann and Eric Stewart. From Rochdale to Otario was from Graham Goldman, just Graham and that. Everything You Want to Know was want to know about is by Stewart. The extra track was by Graham Goldman and Stewart. So for my little chat about them, you have to excuse me for wiping my nose. As I'm going through the tracks, Dreadlock Holiday was the only real hit from this album, because this album was a bit, there was some good tracks and there was some mellow tracks. My favourite track is From Rochdale to Otario. That was on side B, and that was my favourite. The one what I wasn't really, I didn't think was a very, out Lifeline. That was a bit mellow and that but I mean, each track goes in sync with each other. It's like telling a story, really. It was more than a story than an album. Because it was Dreadlock Holiday was based on something what happened to, I think it was Roger Daltrey when he was in Jamaica, and that's where they got the idea from the song. Dreadlock Holiday and that. And the video for that is very good. This was the big #1 in the UK, successful. But the album didn't really make a very big mark. Looking at the songs on it, so I'll show you the song. They're not really, songs that really stand out. They're good songs. I'm not knocking them, but they're not like the one that I really, really like. Is my favourite. Was from Rochdale to Arterios. That was a good song, and I don't think that ever was released as a single, but it should have done. It should have been released because I think that would have got into the charts quite well. This was their first major album with the new lineup after Deceptive Benz and that, and inside it's just got a write up telling you all about the story about the album, and that was written by Peter Bertrand in 1997, and it's just telling you the history of the band and how they had success with quite a few, and the story behind when they split, the two halves split in 76, and how Eric and Stuart continued, and the band was renamed and teamed up with Tony Merley, Rick Fern, Stuart Toss to release 1978's Bloody Tourist. They said was their third album from the second generation. I would have said that was the second one because Bloody Tourist was next. And then I would say this was the one after because I can't think of another one before Bloody Tourist. But with this biography, it says the third was the third album from the second generation. So I don't know where he's got that from because I can't remember. Oh, there was a live album. I wonder if he includes that live album as part of it. That might be why it's the third album because they did a live album, double album, 10cc live. I forget what it was called. So that's where they've got the third album from, and this is my look of it. And on the back, it just shows you that, and the CD is just a plain blue CD. It's a bit different because it's not an album, it's a CD what I've talked about. So that's a bit different. So I could carry on talking about different things with talking about the CD. So I think this is going to be the start of looking at the CDs after the vinyls and that. Because now you get your records, your music, you can get it on vinyl, or every sort of thing. You can't get it in cassette because originally, I don't know if they were still in cassette still. I think there was back then in 78. And then this is a good album, but it's not one of their best. There's some songs what are a bit lame, and there's some songs what are quite good. Every track's different. It starts off really good with Dreadlock Holidays, For You and I. That sort of flowed a bit. Take My Change, that went up. Shock on the Tube, that was sort of lost its way because it seemed like it was sort of like Holidays and that, because you had tracks like Reds in the Bed, Tokyo, From Rochdale to Artorias, Dreadlock Holiday, and the other tracks they didn't seem to fit into the way the album was looking, because it's called Bloody Tories, but from some of the tracks, it's totally off the, a bit off the rails, like Alternate Alcohol, Lifeline, Oh Mr. Time, and I want everything I want to know about you. Now, that's totally different, with the way it was going, with Bloody Tories, Reds in the Beds, Tokyo, and From Rochdale to Artorias. The way those sort of like in it, and as you can see on the front, it's like a map, and it's fallen on someone's face. But on the album itself, when you open the sleeve, you have the pictures of everybody waiting for the plane. But on this, you don't on the CDs, because the CDs was totally different. I think they produced all the stuff. I think it was Graham and Eric produced it. If I see, it looks like it was Stuart and Graham Goldman who produced all the tracks and mastered it in 1978 when it originally came out. This is a reissue one from 1997. That's why you've got an extra track, because with some CDs, when they did CDs, they always put like a extra filler, a bit extra than that to entice you to buy it. So this is my look of a 10cc's Bloody Toys from 1976. 1978, and it was their sixth album. So I hope you enjoy this little look at 10cc's sixth album, and if you enjoy the videos that I do, please continue to join me. And for my new followers, welcome, and I hope you are safe and well. And to everybody else, take care of your friends, your loved ones, and your colleagues, and I'll catch you on the next time. And whenever you watch this, I hope you are safe and well, and I wish you fun farewell for now, and catch you on the flip side.